Hello everyone, I have got a very heavily and highly requested video coming at you today. I finally went out and got myself a little sample here of the Estée Lauder Double Wear foundation. I had actually gone to the mall, which is something I never do, and I went there to go and get the new Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. Well, Sephora didn't have that yet, so I was like, I did not just come to the mall for nothing. And so I was like, oh, I should go to Macy's and get a sample of this. I always put off going to like Macy's or any kind of makeup counters because I could be totally wrong, but at least all the ones that I've been to, I feel like the people working there are so bored. And so when someone finally like comes up to go and like get a sample or purchase something or whatever, they're like, sit down, let me give you a full-on makeover. And they're just like shoving stuff at you, like, here, how about this and this, and let's try this, and like smear something on your face. You want to try that too? I mean, I guess now we have to. You know, no one ever does that. They always ask before putting things on your face. But like, you know, I just feel like it's very overwhelming for me. But the lady was actually very nice, you know, and it worked out just fine. I've got my little sample here. You guys have been requesting this up the wazoo for a long time now. Sorry it took me so long to go and get this sample, but like I said, my anxiety and everything just like, but I did it. I conquered my fears. Well done, self. Well done. It's the little things. I was a long time user of the light version of this foundation, so the Estée Lauder Double Wear Light. I loved that foundation. I used it all through high school and pretty much all through college, I'm pretty sure. So like, it was my ride or die. I loved it, and then I started doing YouTube and I'm like testing out 8 million other foundations. So I ended up not using that anymore. I still, you know, stand by it and everything. I obviously loved it, using it for like over 8 years, but it is the time for the double wear. This is supposed to be extremely heavy duty, all day, long lasting, for oily skin especially, and yeah. Let's go on over to Estée Lauder's website before I butcher any of their claims or anything, shall we? Like I said, this is the Estée Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup. It looks like they've got new shades. I don't know since when, but this is supposed to be a 15-hour wearing foundation with medium coverage, and it is their #1 makeup. You can see they've got a big range of colors here, from light to medium to deep. In total, there's 38 shades, so you can see the lightest shade here is Cool Bone. That's the one that I got, so it's not the lightest because I'm not the palest right now, but that is their lightest shade. And then their deepest, I think this looks really nice and deep and delightful. I feel like I remember in store it looks even deeper than this, honestly, but for 1 ounce of product, as per usual with foundations, it is $39.50. Some more claims. This is supposed to look flawless and natural. It's gonna last through heat and humidity and non-stop activity, which is great considering how hot and humid it is right now, at least in Minnesota. This isn't gonna change color, so it won't oxidize, it's not gonna smudge or come off on clothes. That's incredible. And it's gonna feel lightweight and comfortable. It's fragrance-free, dermatologist tested, and oil-free, which is great. It also gives a semi-matte, buildable, medium coverage. I didn't see any sort of special application instructions, so I'm just gonna apply this like I would any other foundation. I don't know that this is necessarily a YouTube made me buy. I feel like people like in the comments and stuff really talk about this foundation, but I don't feel like YouTubers themselves, at least not ones that I've watched, have really talked about this. So I'm just gonna call this a let's test. So let's go ahead and we can sing the song together, and then we can get on into putting this on my face. Let's test, hot mess or the best. All right, let's do this. I've got the angriest zit right here. Oh. I've been slathering it in Neosporin. Like, please leave my face. Thank you. And I know I give this spiel every single time, but just really quick here. My face has been washed and moisturized prior to this filming here about 10-15 minutes ago. I do wear my glasses for these reviews for the fellow glasses wearers of the world out there, so we can see how the foundation does underneath the nose pads, and also wear glasses tend to touch the face throughout the day. And I also do prime my face purely because my skin needs it, you know? I'm just trying to give the foundation the best chance possible. So if you need primer, use your favorite primer, and if you don't need primer, you lucky duck you. don't use one. I always have product information and stuff listed in the description bar down below if you are curious. Here we go. It's just a little tester bottle, but you can see I got the shade Cool Bone. I'm used to Sephora testers, not... So what do I like? Okay. It's like a thick liquid, you know? Like it's dripping a bit there, but like it's standing its own kind of. So, right. Guess we'll just get on into putting this on, shall we? I don't know. Estee Lauder, you know, they say there's no fragrance added. So, I mean, I believe them. But Estee Lauder foundations, this smells exactly like I remember the Double Wear Light smelling. So it's very nostalgic for me. It's not a bad smell. It's just not your typical foundation smell. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. And also my brows are still tinted kind of orange from that brow tint that I tested the other day. Okay. This is definitely covering, but it feels very like liquidy and hydrating going on. I'm actually really surprised. Just compared to what most fuller coverages feel and look like, this really does feel like ultra lightweight. And this might be a little light for me right now, but I told the lady I would rather have a foundation be a little too light than a little too dark. So that's just me. That's my own personal preference, but wow, check that out. That did a really good job. I'm impressed. It feels like foundation, you know, but a very, very lightweight foundation. I also hear their testers in the store were a bit different than the actual bottle that they end up selling, but I feel like, don't quote me on this, please. I'll annotate on the screen or something to correct myself, but I feel like this, well, I know for sure this definitely did not used to come with a pump, the bottle on this, but I feel like they recently put a pump on it. Like I said, I could be wrong, but I feel like that's true. You guys, I really, really like the way this is looking so far. I'm gonna further blend it out with my sponge and everything, but it's bringing back memories. It's really reminding me of the Double Wear Light, just obviously more coverage. Alright, and there it is, all blended out. It looks so nice, you guys, so nice. I feel like I hear in the comments and stuff people saying, you know, like, this is a wedding day foundation. So like, those are the kind of standards I'm holding it to, you know? Like, people getting married wearing this. It's pretty intense. I love the way this is looking. Obviously, it didn't completely cover my horrendous zit that I've got on my face. Can we even call this a zit? I'm just gonna call it a disaster. If anything, I'll just put concealer on this one spot, but I want to see if I can double up with the Double Wear and see if this will cover zits too. Alright, that definitely looks buildable, you guys. Shoot. I'm so impressed! Look at that! I mean, I definitely still have a huge nasty on my forehead, but like a much less noticeable huge nasty. So, shoot. Check out my skin! It looks so good with this foundation on. It really does look natural. Dang, even with my glasses on, now that I have full vision, I just like, I'm a vision in this foundation. I'm so happy. I feel like the past couple foundations I've tried out I haven't liked, so like this is exciting to actually enjoy the way a foundation is looking on me. So I'm really excited. I mean, so far, like I said, it's definitely dried down now, but it feels very soft and silky, but not like a synthetic soft and silky. It just feels like I have baby butt smooth skin right now. Ooh, And it also feels very lightweight. It feels like I'm wearing foundation, but it feels like I'm wearing a very lightweight foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead, put on the rest of my makeup here. I have no idea. I don't think I'm doing anything too crazy with my makeup today, but I'm gonna go and do that, and I will be back to check in with you guys and see how it all looks in just a second here on YouTube land. Ready? Ding! Alright, it's actually been a little while here, maybe about an hour, but you know, makeup and everything is all done, and now we can see how this looks. Up close and personal. I don't know, you guys. Sorry, I got a little bit of sunspots on my face, but there you go. I think it looks great, you guys. Like, really great. I really like it. I mean, it looks like I'm wearing foundation, but it looks like I'm wearing a very natural foundation. I also forgot to blend my inner corners. Oopsies. But I think, you know, like I think it looks really good. I really do. Some of you have been asking me to do flash photo tests with foundation, so yay for me for remembering this time around. I can definitely do that for you guys if it's helpful. I guess for me, I just usually am never in flash photography, so I just never even think of it, but I can definitely do that for you guys right here. I think it looks fantastic. I mean, I don't look greasy or anything at all. Now granted, like I said, I've only had this on for about an hour, but I think it looks really good match. Love it. I am not doing, I mean, I'm kind of doing, I'm getting ahead of myself. A lot of you wanted to hear like a follow-up story about my Creeposaurus of a neighbor, so it's gonna be like the shortest story time ever, but I'm gonna film that for you guys, and then I am gonna do some editing and work and whatnot, and then I am going out with my friend Katie tonight. So I'm not sure what we're doing. I don't think anything too crazy, but I feel like I always say that, and then I always end up doing something fun. Sometimes. It is currently just about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I will just check in with you guys throughout the day whenever I need to, if I need to blot my face at some point, or else I will just see you at the very end of the night. So I will see you all then. Bye. Hello everyone, good evening / morning. It is the end of my day here. It is currently 3:40 in the morning. Oops. I didn't mean to stay out so late because I knew I had to edit a video, but oops. That's okay. I had a really good day. I'm sorry, I know I didn't vlog too much, but I just ended up getting my filming and stuff done. I went to my P.O. box, I had dinner and hung out with my friend Katie. We went and saw a movie with her little nephew, and yeah, then we just hung out at her place, you know, talked, that sort of thing. Then I came home, edited a video, and now I'm ready to go to bed. I am very impressed with this foundation. I can absolutely see why people rave about it so much. I would say maybe about an hour ago, started feeling greasy. Before that, I didn't feel greasy in the slightest. And in the weather that we've got outside in Minnesota right now with the humidity where it is, oh my gosh. For me to not even feel greasy, and even right now it's a very light greasing. if you will. Here, I suppose I should blot my face for good measure. So before blotting, I mean, you can definitely see I was starting to look quite greasy, especially on my forehead, but I don't think my nose, and definitely not my chin, those areas didn't look very greasy at all. And now that I've blotted, I look pretty dang good once again, even though it's almost 4 in the morning. The foundation didn't come off with any of the grease. It is not on my blotting papers. My skin feels really soft, really smooth, really just nice. It doesn't feel foundation-y or anything. You can see it totally held up on my Mongo Zit Mountain right there. I'm so impressed. I give you 8 million thumbs up, Estée Lauder. I'm so sorry it's been so long since I have worn your skin products. I remember now why I loved the Estée Lauder Double Wear Light so much. So yeah, this is absolutely getting a humongous thumbs up. Thumbs up? Ew. It just sounds gross. But yeah, this foundation gets a huge, huge, huge thumbs up from me. I would highly recommend any of you going out and getting a sample, especially if you have oily skin like I do. This did absolutely fantastically. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, please do go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and click the subscribe button down below if you want to go ahead and see more content from me in the future. I'd love to have you here as a part of my channel. And then as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!
They had no baggy pants and no sneakers. That was wild. I didn't know what to think about that.